Oh my God. Oh my God. First of all, I didn't need tissues till I got there. Did you know that they sell these tiny little packets of tissues? Like tiny, like maybe there's 5 tissues in each packet. And I grabbed like 4. And the lady at the front desk, was the clerk or whatever, was like, yeah, these are $6 a pack. And I was like, and I don't know, just give it to me. And she was like, okay, well, you know, it's expensive. Okay, I literally have no choice. I need them right now. Like, I need them. So, first of all, they're extremely expensive. Like, ungodly, unheard of, the most ridiculous amount of expensive for tissues I've ever heard of or seen in my life. Second of all, these like $6 packs of tissues or whatever were literally, they might have as well have labeled it sandpaper. Expensive sandpaper. Like, dude, it was horrible. Like, it's one of those feelings or times where like you couldn't really sneeze or gunk it out, but your nose was constantly leaking. It was just like a leak the entirety. And I couldn't do the whole like plug up my nose because that would have been really embarrassing, and I needed to at least have some sort of like dignity, right? So I'm constantly just holding it up my nose, like up to my nose, or like wiping it. And as I'm doing that, just little layers of my skin is slowly peeling away, right? And eventually my nose hurts so bad, I can like feel every time air passes on my skin. Like it is, and I'm not even on the plane yet. So usually when you travel from New Zealand to America, it's anywhere from like 3 to 4 flights. This one was 3, thankfully. Oh my God. When I was in the long flight, because usually in the plane, everything's like really chilled air, right? I don't know what you call that because they're like kind of filtering through air. My nose was empty, but not at the same time. And it was like, because my nose was going through so much trauma, all the like crisp air in the plane was like, felt like air acid in my nostrils for like 14 hours, bro. It was bad. I did not enjoy it. Dry air, I guess you can like call it. I don't know. Yeah, the plane air was really, 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 really bad. But on top of that, bro, the air pressure, right? So I already can't really hear because my sinuses are blocked. And then on top of the air pressure with feeling sick, I felt like my head was going to explode. And I could feel like, it's almost like I could hear my brain rattling around in my skull like the entire time, bro. It was so bad. So whatever, I get off the plane and it should have been a very short flight to the last place I'm going. And I get off the flight, and on the first end leg of the trip, they were like, okay, you have to grab your bag and then you have to pay for it on the other end, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I grab my bags. I go to the clerk or the concierge, whatever you want to call, whatever the name is, right? We're there. And I'm like, hey, they told me I need to pay for my bag. And she kind of just looks at me like this. I'm like, okay, I have a flight to catch. She's like, I have this little overweight tag from an old flight. And she was like, is this overweight? Like, no, it's not overweight. Why is this tag here? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. It's from an old flight. She rips it off. And then she kind of sits there in silence for a bit. She doesn't say anything, bro. She doesn't say anything for what feels like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. There's no communication. And the whole time she has this disgruntled look on her face, like, and she kind of like mumbles and mentions that like, well, she can't find my name on the flight. I was like, no, that's impossible. You buy the flight, and I'm on the entirety of step 1 to A to Z, bro. I'm there. I'm on the flight. Trust me. I just need to pay for my bag. I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, I gotta make the next flight. Please, dear God, hurry up. I didn't say this. This is my inner thoughts, right? And then after like 30 minutes, she starts printing out bag tags, and she's like putting the bag tags on my bags or whatever. And then she hands me the ticket, and my ticket says 9:20, which is not my flight time. And I can't hear, bro. I can't hear anything. I hear nothing. I am tired. I am sick. I'm exhausted. And I go, This is 9:20. And she goes, she literally doesn't even look at me and she says, you know, make. I went, what? What? You know, make. Wait, what do you mean? Dude, if I had eardrums that weren't full of freaking like air, and if I wasn't sick, dude, I would have lost it. I would have lost it. She didn't explain herself. She didn't even say that she was changing my flights, which is it was like 3 hours later, bro. It was 3 hours later that I was supposed to go. So if she didn't take like 40 minutes to just pay for my bag and give me my freaking ticket, I would have made it. She didn't explain why. I think she said something like Terminal C, which it was like Terminal B or something, not even the same terminal she was talking about. Dude. And I can't, like, I couldn't even like fight with her, bro. I couldn't. So I sit down, I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna kill 3 more hours. I just wanna go home. I'm sick, I'm tired, and all I can hear in my head is, you know, make. I sit down, and theoretically, by the way, without like, you know, giving away where I am, there should be plenty of flights out to this place. Period. And there wasn't. So I sit down, 2.5 hours pass. Okay. At this point, I'm supposed to be boarding. Flight delayed by an hour and a half or some shit like that. Oh my God. It's delayed. I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's fine. Another like hour and a half or something passes, delayed again. Dude, it was delayed till like 11:30 at night. And I originally was supposed to board my last flight at like 6:20. Dude, wild. Layna's travel stories always inspire me to never leave my house again. Dude, no, it wasn't, definitely wasn't fun at all. But I got through it and it's totally fine. I am still not feeling great. I've been pretty ass, but trying so hard not to panic about going to, dude, you'll be fine. But the thing is, if you're already in America, okay, you're fine. If you're traveling overseas, yikes, can't help you there. But if you're in America, dude, traveling's super easy. Super easy, man.